As a man, I am a big ass fucking crybaby. And even though I'm a big ass crybaby, I don't cry. And the reason why that is not because I've been told crying is bad. Obviously, when I was a kid and I fell off on my bike, my dad would tell me to man up and to like stop being a little, crybaby, and just man up. All right, say hombre, like man up, bro. Just like get off your, like, stop crying. Crying ain't gonna do nothing for you. And I guess some people might say, well, I guess I like caused them to like never cry because like dad told me to be tough. But I never got like that, to be honest. Last time I cried was when I was 12, and even before that, I didn't really cry that much. Um, but the reason why I say I am a crybaby is because I feel sometimes like I get emotional over sometimes the smallest of shits. I'm just keep it real. I get emotional over shit like that, and I I just don't cry, and I've wanted to cry. Sometimes I swear to you, today I was listening to Frank Ocean. It's a Nights by Frank Ocean, and while I was listening to Nights by Frank Ocean, I wanted to cry. I felt the emotion in my lungs, in my throat. I was, I got needles in that shit. My throat was getting weary. My eyes were feeling watering. I was thinking about the most toughest moments, the most down bad moments in my life, and I felt my eyes watering. I I just stood there, and I sat down, and I thought to myself, you know what? Just let it all out. And when I thought myself, or not when I thought myself, when I thought about letting it all out, my eyes kept on getting waterier, but I didn't cry. I didn't cry, and I don't fucking know why. Because I felt emotional, but I had that feeling in my chest, in my throat, where my throat was getting like weary, where you feel like crying, get that crying voice, and my eyes were getting watery. I was feeling extremely sad. All the worst moments, the most down bad moments in my life popped up, and I thought to myself how much of a fucking failure I've been. I thought to myself how fucking alone I've been. I thought to myself how secluded I've been. I thought to myself how fucking left out I've been in some situations in my life. I thought to myself how betrayed I've been in some moments in my life. Even right now, I feel kind of that like emotion that kind of like hurt in my throat, which is kind of funny. And I feel that, right? I feel that emotion, but I just don't show it. I just don't show it, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it again? It wasn't because of my dad. I swear to you, those words, "man up," do never replay in my head. Right there, when I was about to cry because of listening to Nights by Frank Ocean, I promise you, my dad telling me to man up never crossed my mind. It never crossed my fucking mind. Never. Throughout that moment, never did I think. My dad told me to man up when I was a little kid. He told me to man up so I'm not gonna fucking cry. Crying is for bitches. I don't think like that. I swear to you, I don't think like that. I sat there and I accepted the fact that I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry, and I was ready to cry. I sat down, hurt in my chest, hurt in my throat, eyes kind of watering, and I was like, you know what? Don't force it. Just lay there, accept your emotions, accept the fact that you were alone, accept the fact that you felt betrayed, accept the fact that you were betrayed. Actually, what the fuck am I talking about? Accept the fact that you were secluded, accept the fact that people pushed you away, accept the fact that you were never appreciated. And I sat there, and I was ready to cry, and I didn't. And I didn't. I just didn't cry. And even right now, I feel pretty emotional like telling you guys that story, because again, everything from my life, it just came popping up. Everything, bro, all the bullshit I went through popped up. All the fucking stupid stuff I needed to go through just to get to where I am right now, and how even right now I'm not the happiest I've ever been, because I'm still pretty fucking alone for the most part. All of that came rushing to my head like little flashbacks. Like my life was ending. and all of that popped up, and I made me super emotional. And I was listening to Nights by Frank Ocean. That's just a sad song. I was thinking about all this shit, and I just didn't cry, you know. Even when like my ex-girlfriend, for example, broke up with me or like ghosted me, that was like the worst. Around then was like some of the worst moments of my life, because I was working, I was tired. I put in like a ton of hours in that day. I had to come home back. I had to come home on the bus. I broke up around that moment. Every day I'd wake up with pain in my fucking stomach. And I got cheated on. Um, all of this bullshit, right? And then one night I just felt so fucking alone. So alone. I felt so betrayed. And I was just there. I'm like, I need to let this shit all out. I was listening to music, some sad shit. And then I was so sad. Even the sad music didn't make me justice. And I sat there. I said I was laying there. I turned off my headphones. I put it to the side. And in silence, I was thinking about all the fucking bullshit I went through this girl, and the way I felt betrayed. And I felt it. I felt the watering in my eyes. I felt the I felt the pain. You know, I felt the weariness in my throat. I felt the pain in my chest, the emptiness in my stomach. And I accepted it. I'm like, you know what? I'm a man, but like, I don't care about that shit. I didn't think that at all. Or I didn't think how like men can't cry. No, I was like, you know what? I need to let it all out. I had so much pain inside of me. I was like, I need to let all this shit out. But when I was just ready, I'm like, you know what? I just accept it. I'm gonna let it all out. Nothing happened. Nothing came from it. I was there ready. Again, I'm an emotional guy, you know, and I consider myself pretty sensitive. I get pretty emotional over certain shit, and that happened. Even right now, like while I was saying all that shit, I felt pain in my fucking throat. I felt bad, like I wanted to cry. But I know that even I accepted those feelings, and I just laid there ready to cry. I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't cry. I feel like something extremely bad needs to happen for me to cry. And even then, I don't know if I'd cry. I don't know, because in those moments, again, I felt like some of the worst I felt in my life. And I was there ready to fucking cry. I was there ready to bawl my eyes out. I was like, if I were to bawl my eyes out right this second, I would not care. Fuck that man shit, man. I need to let this pain out. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I don't even know what this video was about, if I'm being real. I just started to go on a rant. I think it was about how I'm a crybaby. I am a crybaby, but it doesn't show. Like it just doesn't show, and I don't know why. But that's the video for today, y'all. Y'all have a good one. It's okay to cry. Okay, like me, for example, like my dad telling me to man up never bothered me. I didn't really care. I'm like, oh, it's just dad, just good old dad, just telling you to man up after you scrape your knee off of the bike, you know. But in situations like these come up in your life, and you're like, and so and you're either you're either one or two people. You're either the person that lets it all out. You're either the person, okay, look, you're either the person that lets it all out, or the person who holds it in because they've been taught their entire life that you have to be a man and you can't cry. Or you're like me, where it's like you've been taught that you can't cry because you're a man, but you said, fuck it, I don't not care about none of that shit. And you accept that you want to cry, and you want to cry, but it just doesn't come out. Yeah. Y'all have a good one though.